Now, ladies and gentlemen, my biggest fear with Counter-Strike Global Offensive in 2022, and if you can't tell by the title and thumbnail of today's video, essentially we're going to be discussing and going over how there's too many items being added to the game every single year. This starting off with, of course, the major. We look at Antwerp. There's 2 capsules in each category this year. Look back at the other years, there's only 1. That's, of course, the past 2 years, but the past year, we have 2 legends, 2 challengers, 2 contenders, and on top of that, a champions capsule. We have all the regular sticker capsules for this year. So far, we only have the boardroom capsule. There's going to be multiple more throughout. We usually have 2 to 3 cases releasing, plus every single year. We're also receiving operations. That brings new operation skins. That brings new operation stickers. And quite a lot of new operation stickers, with over almost being 100 plus. And with the skins from those operations, well, those are getting reused for the majors. And with that, we get souvenir packages. And with souvenir packages not really being unique, we're pretty much getting the same recycled souvenir package every single year for the past 2 years. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about why I fear this is actually becoming a problem in CSGO that not a lot of people are discussing or really talking about. I also want to discuss where I see CSGO going with these stuff happening in the next 5 years possibly. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Now this video is of course sponsored by Skins Monkey.
Hi you! Yes, you! Would you like to get $5 for free for your first trade? Just use skinsmonkey.com and get your extra skins. See description below to enjoy the special promotion and receive 5% cashback for trading your CSGO skins.
Now, essentially what sparked this idea for this video specifically was actually from Petrie. I watched one of his videos a while back and he was talking about how CSGO is adding too many items to the game. And this is something I've covered for almost a year at this point in time. I talk about it in Mando Monday. I talk about it almost weekly on some sort of weekly basis when there's a new capsule added or possibly a new operation. But most recently, I talked about it the most with Operation RIPTIDE and how there was over 300 stickers added in 2021, which was kind of a big problem. And this is a problem, it's not really insane right now, but in 5 or 6 years' time, I could see this to be a big issue. And with this year and the later half of 2021, we're getting a lot of recycled content. And this is not great for a game like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, where we have an economy based off of a game. And it seems to be that Valve is going more so for the cash grab and money. As of right now in 2022, it seems to be every single year, obviously since 2019 and 2020, and of course 2021 and 2022, we're receiving an operation at some point or one point or another. With Operation Shattered Web, then we got Broken Fang, then we got Operation Riptide, and we're most likely going to get an operation this year too. That's right off the bat 3 operations, which is going to bring a whole lot of content. The past one, not so much. It's going to bring a lot of recycled content from Operation Broken Fang, and that's what worries me. That's the start of everything. Now, I have a lot to say about Operation Riptide, how it was pretty much a copy and paste of one of the 2, but what wasn't a copy and paste was, of course, the microtransactions that got added to Operation Riptide. There was quite a bit more, and with quite a bit more, there was a lot better looking ones as well. With the entire Surf Shop collection being an absolute banger, there was a whole lot bought and unboxed with their operation stars for that one specifically. But at the same time, we also received the Stockholm Major, which I would like to say was probably one of the biggest shockers of all time. When these stickers first got released, not anyone could really believe what they were seeing. These were transparent background stickers, the first stickers we saw in years with a transparent background, and they're something we've asked for years as well. But we kind of thought and kind of knew that Valve was never going to do it because they cared about the old investing area, and of course the scene with people buying skins and stickers that of course are thousands and tens and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars for some. But they said, screw it, we don't care. Well, that's what I'd like to say, but probably not. They released these stickers, and they actually became a very large success, at least for the people who bought them and invested in them when there was millions of people who listened to some YouTubers, and they were getting told not to buy these after what happened in RMR, and for good reason. It wasn't something that was really worth the risk, I don't think, for a lot of people. Some it was, some it wasn't. And with that being a success, there wasn't a whole lot on the market, but boom, 6 months later, we receive another major. And what do we have? What do we guess? The exact same stickers, but there's a few differences that not a lot of people are going to be able to tell, at least in the very short term, and just looking right off the bat. Pretty good if you want to buy into Stockholm. They're about 10% smaller than Stockholm, and some of them have different but unique hollow effects and just effects in general. And of course, we got the all new glitter effect, which is pretty cool. And this is something we're probably going to expect into every major going forward into the future. But this is one of the first big problems, not just the stickers getting added every single year in new cases, but of course the stickers pretty much being the exact same as the year prior. So you take a look at 2014 and 2015 Majors Katowice 2014 and 2015, they're completely different. Obviously, they're the same event manager and the people who run the events, and of course they want a sticker to look a certain way, but Valve is the green light at the end. They say yes or no to that. I think even in Katowice 2019 and PGL in 2017 tried to get transparent backgrounds, and Valve said no up until this point. And what's strange is they've always said no up until now, because I think they saw the success with the last one, how much people wanted them and wanted them again because they missed out on them. And this to me is just a very big cash grab. This is kind of just a start of Valve not caring. And on top of that, another problem I see is obviously with souvenir packages. They even went as far to add the autographs this year. And if you guys are unfamiliar with what happened with the Stockholm Major, they completely forgot to add the autographs to them, which was kind of sad. They only added the champions ones. And with that being said, they couldn't even add them to the souvenirs in the game. Now, souvenirs are something that have completely changed in CSGO. They're no longer the old they're things you can now buy in the game, which I think is a pretty fair way of doing it, but at the same time, they don't feel as special. That's why we're never going to see things like the Cobblestone package ever rise the way they did, even in my opinion, past the $100 mark in anywhere near in the future, because there's just so many of them and you can pretty much buy unlimited of them nowadays. Versus back then, you actually had to sit in a Twitch channel watching a stream or watching in-game in CSGO and try and get a drop yourself. If we keep going the way we're going for the next few years, my point is trying to get to here is if we keep going years after years of just having the exact same thing or stuff that's very similar, if we go the same path that we're going where we get an operation, it's just half-fast. The past couple years it's kind of been like that. Or at least with Operation Riptide. If we receive a whole bunch of new stickers, a whole bunch of new souvenir packages with no effort whatsoever put into them, and with all this stuff being added, will people come to realize that this stuff is stupid? And my answer specifically is probably not. Now, my reasoning behind this is essentially CSGO is a community like no other. We pay thousands of dollars to watch others and ourselves unbox millions of dollars worth of skins or absolutely nothing. We pay for pixels. I don't see it going away anytime soon. But I can see, in fact, a price decrease on things like future operation stickers and skins if we keep re-releasing or adding new things every year. And my solution to this? Well, we maybe take a break from this for the next couple of years. We come back on it every other year possibly, or every 2 years. Or better yet, if you want to release it yearly and still have those microtransactions, make it a lot more rare to unbox something that actually is rare. There's a reason there's not a whole lot of Dragon Lores in the market. Even if these did re-release today, I think the odds of course, getting a Dragon Lore are a lot harder than getting something like a Desert Hydra or a Gold Arabesque nowadays. It's a lot more common than it used to be. Maybe go back to making things a little harder to unbox, or just harder to unbox in general, which is not really consumer friendly, but in a game like CS where we have to care about the economy in some sort of way to keep the game afloat and keep skins afloat, which if people don't understand, I would say a large reason CS is so popular, especially CSGO anyway, this version, is essentially because of the skins. A lot of people do play it because of the skins. There's a reason we have never hit an all-time peak as we did back in 2014 and 2015, even early 2016 because of skins, and of course gambling was an all-time high. What do you guys think of the situation? Do you guys think we're going to end up in a situation in the next few years where we're going to start seeing price decreases on certain things like older operation stickers, making operation stickers in the future just kind of worthless because no one's eyes are really going to be caring about them? Because one thing I've seen with Operation Riptide and Broken Fang is no one essentially cares about the stickers, or at least with Riptide. People cared about the Broken Fang stickers, especially the Battle Scarred Hollow. With all the Surf Shop collection stickers, no one really cared about them. Everyone's eyes were on Stockholm, and then everyone's eyes now are on Antwerp. It's like it feels like we're never getting a time to refresh, reset, and look and buy older stickers. We had such a dry streak for like a couple years. We were having really bad stickers being added, like the Face It 2018 stickers. We had Katowice 2019 stickers, which didn't look that great. RMR, and then after RMR was done, we kind of had a breather, refresher, and started realizing older stickers we never really saw before until Stockholm came out, of course. I personally think we're going to start seeing some decreases on stuff like that in the future, but I don't think CS really, the economy wise, is going to tank, just based around that we still pay thousands and thousands of dollars for these skins, even though they are just pixels at the end of the day. Let me know what you guys think. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys.